NetSuite's time off management feature enables employees, managers, and HR to easily request, approve, track, and report on time off activities through a centralized system without the need for manual entry. In this video, I'll be giving you an overview of the overall setup required for the time off management feature, and then I'll go into detail about the first setup step in the process, which is setting up time off types. Each of the other required setup steps are detailed in their own separate videos. I highly recommend checking them out after you've gone through this video. Before we start, I just want to point out what your NetSuite account needs to use this feature. It's likely your account is ready to go, but if not, this is what you'll need to get started. You will need to have SuitePeople Core HR available on your account, as well as have the time off management feature enabled. You'll also need to have the time off tracking Suite app installed. This Suite app enables employees to submit time off requests from the Employee Center, and it provides an approval workflow that routes requests to employees' managers for approval. You'll also want to make sure your administrator has given you a role in NetSuite that has access to the time off management feature. And lastly, employee records must be created in NetSuite. Before you start setting up time off management, you should review your company's time off policies. For example, you should think about the differences between employees with regards to the amount of time off they are entitled to take, how unused time off is dealt with at the end of the year, and how time off is accrued. Let's now take a look at each of the steps involved in setting up time off management. The first step is to create time off types for the different categories of time off employees can take. For example, you would create a time off type for vacation and another for sick leave. I'll be going over this part of the process in detail later on in this video. The second step is to create the time off plans. The third step is to add time off rules to the time off plans. Time off rules reflect your company's time off policies. They define how to handle time off eligibility, entitlements, accruals, and carryover during an employee's tenure with the company. Then, time off rules need to be associated with the time off type. Next, the time off plan needs to be assigned to employees on their employee record, as well as a work calendar. Work calendars determine which days are working days for the employee. This is used to calculate the number of hours to deduct from an employee's balance when a time off request is submitted. And lastly, a supervisor should be specified on the employee record. This person will automatically receive any time off requests submitted by the employee. I'll now go into detail on the first step in the time off management process, creating time off types. Time off types should be consistent with your company time off policies. You can create unlimited time off types to reflect the various policies at your company. For example, you would create a time off type for vacation and another for sick leave. I'm at the home page of my NetSuite account. From here, navigate to Setup, HR Information System, Time Off Type, New. From the Time Off Type page, first enter a unique name for the time off type in the name field. Optionally, you can enter a display name, which is what will be shown to employees when they request time off from the Employee Center. Next, enter the minimum increment of time off for this time off type. Increments can be hourly or daily. In this example, we will require that at minimum a half day must be taken when employees request vacation time. You also have the option to select a color that you want to associate with this time off type. The color selected here appears on the Request Time Off page accessed from the Employee Center. If you are integrated with NetSuite Payroll, you will want to specify a payroll item to associate this time off type with. You can optionally check the track only box if you want to only record usage. For example, if your company policies do not put a limit on the number of sick days an employee can take, you would mark it as a track only time off type. For this vacation time off type, we will leave this unchecked. To finish, click Save. And that's all that is required for setting up time off types, the first step in the time off management process. I highly recommend you check out the other videos in this series, which includes creating time off plans, creating time off rules, and assigning time off plans. I hope this video has helped give you a better understanding of the overall time off management process and how to create time off types. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.